Hello, and welcome to the start of a series on Fusion 360. In this series, I'm going to be going over the basics of Fusion by recreating this model. So, to start with that, in this video, I will be going over sketches and creating bodies. So, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so before we begin, I first wanted to go over two things. First, I'm only going to be creating two of the parts in this video. This is to make sure that this video is not an hour long. The second thing I wanted to go over is up here under document settings. That would be the units. You can change this at any time, but for these videos I will be in millimeters. So, without further ado, let's get right into the sketches. Okay, so let's start with a definition of what a sketch is. A sketch is a 2D object that is the basis of 3D objects. Some tools also require sketches in a certain shape to act as basically guidelines. So once you select the tool to create a sketch, you then select either a face or a plane. Because there are no bodies with faces on in this design, I can only select a plane. I will choose this one. You can really choose any, it just changes which axes it's on. I will create the drive shaft for the design, and to start, I will use the center diameter circle tool. I first select the center point, and then the diameter. The diameter of this is 15 millimeters. Next, I will create a polygon, an inscribed polygon, centered on here. Now this does it based off the radius of the circle, as it is the point of the polygon. And this I want to be 4.75 millimeters. I will finish the sketch, and I will now extrude this by selecting both of these. I want this to be 15 millimeters long. Now the sketch has disappeared. This is normal. I will make it visible again. Choose extrude again because I want to extrude this part now. I will now go over to the menu over here. Many tools have menus where you can change certain functions of them. In this case, I want to change where the extrusion starts. Instead of starting where the profile is, I want to start from an object, in this case, from up here. When I selected this mode, this appeared, object, and it automatically selected it. Now, when I pull this up, you see that it's starting up here as opposed to down here. I want this to be 11 millimeters long. There we go. I'll make that sketch invisible as I don't need it anymore. Now, I will move my view down here and create a second sketch right here. Now here I will create a circle with a diameter of 11. I will finish that sketch and extrude only that circle. I want it out 25 millimeters. Going to the end here, I will create another sketch, and I want to create another polygon, this time with a radius of 4.5 millimeters. There we go. I will finish the sketch. And then I will extrude, but instead of extruding out, I'll extrude in and cut 5.5 millimeters. There we go. That's this part done. I will now create the end bit that goes at the end of this shaft here. Okay, let's get started on the end bit. I'll start with a sketch where I will create a circle with a diameter of 12. I'll then use the polygon, inscribed polygon, and create an inscribed polygon of 4.45 millimeters. This should give us a distance from point to point of 8.9. Yes, it does. Now I'll create the fans. And these, in all honesty, can be whatever size you want. I tend to go something around like above 20 millimeters. Then let's pull it out to here and back down to the center. Now I'm going to go to fillet and fillet that and pull it down about there. Now I will use the circular pattern tool to, let's make sure I get that bit up there. Select all that, select center point, select the center there, and up the number to 4. I will click OK, and then I'll finish sketch, rotate this a bit. I want to extrude essentially all parts of this. First up 2 millimeters. I want to make the sketch, that's bodies, sketch visible again. Now from underneath here, I want to extrude this down 5 millimeters, like so. And that is the end bit for the drive shaft. Okay, now that we've created those two parts, I'm going to end the video here. In the next few videos, I will be going over all the other parts and how to make them. So, I hope you've learned something, and have a good day.